Gentlemen, we are back. We apologize for the long break, but we are here with the match number 2, Atlanta Dazed, LA Dweebs. Wolfie, how are you feeling after that first
Well,
match?
pretty good after the first one. It was a pretty quick, got a decent long break here. Good chat between games. But excited to see what the Bronze kids are cooking up today. We have Bronze Premade South here, Atlanta Days, LA Dweebs. Both teams are 1-2 on the season so far, looking to get that even record. So we'll see who can pull it off here. LA Dweebs taking a lot of this time on P1 here on Den. Focus is really going to come in towards this P2 side. So LA Dweebs are going to have to get that rotation over, but Atlanta Days are trying to keep that spawn. Gonna spawn out here, gonna be a little bit mixy towards this P2. Rooster able to pick up a huge kill towards the back of P2, but Bean is going to fall towards that P2 side as well. It's gonna be a little bit mixy here. LA Dweebs looking in the lead so far, looking to expand that.
Yeah, definitely looking to expand on their lead. We saw domination in the first match. Will we see it again? But no, Atlanta, they find 3 kills in the feed. Now they're on the hill. They don't quite have the spawns, maybe a little bit of split, but 7 for LA did spawn out. So, but 8 is going to spawn in the back. A little bit of some splits coming in. Rooster and Bean, they pair up for a few kills, so they're going to maintain this hill time. Atlanta find the break. They're getting a hole, but they don't have the spawns in the back. You're kind of trapping LA back there towards that door side. LA not playing not playing too aggressive, kind of solo challenging over there towards that hill. So Atlanta's able to find plenty of time here. They're gonna go up. They're up by about 10 points here. 16 seconds remaining on this hill, and they are still holding it. The players for LA trying to flood through the side. Meat over here towards the back, trying to find his way in. The contest is finally here. Kumbaya. He's not able to get the kill with the pistol, so the last 4 seconds going to go the way towards LA, and on these rotations is Atlanta. Players for LA over towards mid, but Atlanta, they are set up for this P3.
Yeah, big P2 out of Atlanta there, able to soak up the majority of time here early on the P3 as well. Looking to get this P2 to P3 stretch going. 3 out of the 4 kills going the side of Atlanta Days, maintaining control of this P3. Looking to lock down mid-map, there is Kumbaya with the Dravik there, long range, where he has been there for help up top window as well. 2 more kills are going to fall down mid-map. That is going to be control for Atlanta Days. A little bit of breathing room here as the side of LA Dreams are going to look to funnel through this dojo side, but NR0 here ready to fight them off.
Yeah, trying to fight them off, trying to get anything they can. Taines finds a couple, but 2 more of his teammates will fall around him. Bean finds one as well. Some contest rolling in, but the push, the defense out of Atlanta is strong. LA eventually going to find their way on that hill, get about the last 5 seconds, but on the rotations is LA. Kumbaya over towards this red, trying to just wait for his teammates. Some shots getting exchanged, just trying to stay up. He'll find one. His teammates are his teammates are nowhere to be found, so he will fall. 3 players gonna fall. The spawns are secured for LA. They're trying to hold this time down by about 40 points, so you need this. All players for Atlanta flooding towards this top roof side. Kumbaya on the side. He finds one. He'll find 2. Meat follows up with 2 of his own. LSC finds one, but NRO, he will trade him out. But LA, through all the chaos, they are maintaining the time. They're maintaining the spawns. So a good hold out of LA, keeping themselves in this game.
Yeah, so far so good for LA Dweebs on this one. As I say that, we are going to see a 2-piece roll through for the side of Atlanta Days. Looking to secure the rest of this time here is LA Dweebs. Looking to hit through this dojo side. We're going to see a fight towards white. Number 2, number 8 going to be important here. Being going to lose that fight. Control towards mid is going to go to the side of LA Dweebs. Looking to get that P1 dominance that they had the first rotation here as we see a couple cutoff kills coming from Meat. Able to pick up one. Finds that player top window as well, so he's going to be looking to get that kill here. But the side of LA Dweebs are on the point and so far getting most of the kills. Rooster able to pick up one for the side of LA Dweebs, put a little bit of pressure towards that red side, but LSC able to pick up a kill of his own. We do see a flank rolling in here for number 3, NR0. We'll see if he can find anything, but Bean through mid-cut able to pick up a big 3-piece here. Doesn't need that flank to come in. He can just do it all through the front.
Yeah, does it himself. Now up to a 30-point lead for Atlanta. 30 seconds remaining on the hill. LA Dweebs, they're just forced, pushed back. They're out. The spawn's now going to flip. So Atlanta now trying to chain some hills together here. Being the man. He finds that triple kill on that P1, backs up for that P2. So going to give up that last little bit of scrap time, but a little bit of split spawn coming in as Stan spawns over towards that P3, but Bean is locking it down. He shuts 2 players down in the spawn for the side of LA. He's trying to secure those spawns for his team, but You know, LA, they're just trying to flood this backside, get whatever they can, as Atlanta's going to start themselves with this time. Stan's just trying to stay up, wait for his teammates to push the front, but he will fall. So LA forced to push their way through this front, with Atlanta starting to chain some hills together, building themselves a considerable lead. Kumbaya is going to get the opening kill onto Meat. LSE just trying to look for some information of where these players are at on the hill. NR0 finds 2, make it 3, shutting these LA's players down. They're not able to get anything in Atlanta, chaining these hills to perfection.
Yeah, this P2 to P3 can be dangerous here for the side of Atlanta Dazed as well. They can really expand their lead. So far, they've been doing pretty good on this rotation. The P2s have been absolutely solid for them here, giving up, I believe, only a few seconds to the side of LA Dweebs here, but one last player in the hill with 10 left to go. But the side of Atlanta Dazed are already on rotation. We're going to see a crucial gunfight here. It's going to be a 2v2 fight here, but we do have a flank coming in on white if they just give this team some time. Being able to pick up one of his own on the flank, it is eventually going to fall. Control of the hill is going to go to the LA Dweebs at first. They're going to see on time, but the side of Atlanta Dazed are going to be here to pounce quickly. See some good shots coming down towards New. LSC able to pick up one of his own, able to put some shots and get those players spotted out towards that tin side. LA Dweebs, they at least know where the players are coming from. There's going to be a flank coming down through mid. We'll see if anybody reads this. Meat's probably going to die here in the back. NR0 able to pick up one of his own there, able to put some pressure on these players. Stands with a big kill of his own, but is going to fall as Atlanta Dazed are just going to outnumber the side of LA Dweebs. Going to push them back through that dojo spawn. We're going to have 2 fighting through the front still. Atlanta Dazed looking to expand their lead here with 15 left. They're going to have to get this rotation. That's 3 dead. LA Dweebs are still going to spawn towards New. We see 2 players kind of split here towards that middle side as well. And we see Atlanta Dazed just continuing to win these gunfights over towards New. And they're looking to chain another hill here as LA Dweebs are going to have to fight again through the front.
Yeah, gonna have to fight again through the front, but you got 6 and 5 working their way towards that back, with 8 working his way towards the middle. So maybe trying to pinch these Atlanta players in. And Atlanta, they're just showing I mean, they have great knowledge of how the spawns work and how to manipulate them in their favor. But down by about 80 points if you're LA, you have yourself on this time. You get these spawns now. So now Atlanta, the script has been flipped. They have to push their way through this front. 2 players over towards the side, 2 trying to push their way towards that red area. But LA, they're finally finding themselves some solid time. NRO though, he's gonna find a kill. Kumbaya's gonna find one, and Bean's gonna find one as well. So 3 players for Atlanta pairing up for some kills, as Bean will eventually fall and Stans finds one as well. So Atlanta, they find themselves on that hill, but LA got some decent time there. 10 seconds remaining on this hill, going to go the way of LA, with Atlanta spawning out towards that P2 side. So Atlanta setting up for this P1, LA trying to funnel in through mid, but you're down by about 70 points. I mean, you got back a little bit in that last hard point, so you're not quite out of it yet. You're staying in the game. Nothing, not out of the woods yet if you're Atlanta, but Kumbaya, he's trying to shut this down. P1's gonna pop, and Atlanta is on the hill trying to close this one out.
Yeah, LA Dweebs, they've had the P1 dominance, but so far not able to get that here towards the end of the map. LA Dweebs are starting to tweak a little bit here. They're going to be down by about 80 heading into this one. 27 left in P1. Atlanta Dazed can win here. Stands looking to make that not happen. Look to see a rotation towards P2. Atlanta Dazed looking to give up the rest of that P1 and return to a successful P2 that they've had the entire map. LA Dweebs are going to have to flip something here. They got 13 seconds to start to break through. It's going to be 2 kills from the side of Atlanta Dazed. Make that 3 kills. It's going to shut down a lot of this push. LSC is going to be the last one here. He's going to be able to secure 1 kill towards that sofa side. Have an important fight here against NR0. Able to win it, but Kumbaya is able to secure 2 through the front. Rooster with the last kill there as well, and Kumbaya able to pick up the rest. It's going to be 10 for the win for the son of Atlanta Dazed. Looking to do it here. We have 3 players trying to hit through roof side, and it's going to be all 3 dead for the side of LA Dweebs and Atlanta Dazed. With a little bit of a rough start there towards that middle with that P1, able to chain a good number of hills there and come away with a successful game.
Yeah, a pretty successful game, pretty dominant, especially in the latter half of that game. But LA definitely showed quite a bit of fight. They weren't going down without a fight, but I mean, Atlanta, they showed, it came down to those spawns. They were manipulating those spawns in their favor. They were rotating when they needed to.
At a bomb site, Atlanta Dazed looking to defend. Looks like this hit's going to go towards the statue side, and we'll see this bang out that we've been talking about.
Yeah, looking for this bang out meets with the nade flying in from Sheboygan. Finding that opening kill on the Kumbaya. NR0 towards this middle top area. He finds one, can't quite find the second, but Rooster's there to clean it up. There's that teamwork we were talking about. He jumps out mid and finds another. Good golly gosh. The gunny working to perfection. LSC, the last man standing in a 1 versus 2. Rooster laying down, he's going to spot him, so now into a 1 versus 1. LSC versus Beans. The bomb is down over towards that statue side. He's got to go get it, but he can't. Atlanta is there. LSC is there. Knows the bomb is down. Plays the head glitch. Or sorry, Bean is there. Plays the head glitch to perfection to shut LSC down. And Atlanta, they go up 1-0.
Yeah, just good plays out of Atlanta Days playing their trades. Unfortunately, we kind of see that initial nade coming in for the side of, I believe that was Atlanta Days, catching Meat off guard. And honestly, that's going to be an easy win map number or round number 1 there. No trophies are down. It's kind of tough to handle those. But side of LA Dweebs looking to make a comeback here. They are on the defensive side now, looking to keep their stand here. The side of Atlanta Days are 3 pushing middle here, maybe looking towards that A site eventually. Detain's able to pick up the first kill on Kumbaya towards middle. Going to put a little bit of pressure on the side of Atlanta Days to back up, maybe regroup and play their life. NR0 is in a great spot here, but has to look at 2 positions at the same time. Atlanta Days does have somebody over top of him. LSC is going to fall towards that bottom side. NR0 evening that up for just a moment, but then we see Meat take that man advantage once again there on Rooster. And I'm just gonna, if I keep talking about man advantage, we're gonna continue to lose them here. But being able to even that up 2v2 here on this search and destroy.
Yeah,
I
he
need
will
to stop
fall.
saying
So,
stuff, honestly.
so he will fall. But now all down to NR0, pushing towards that blue side, and he will get shut down. That was kind of insane. Just insane unluck out of you just as soon as you say it. But Meat shuts him down. He's 4-1 to start this. So LA, they're gonna even the score up 1-1. So early on, we're seeing the defensive side working for both teams. So offense, I'm not sure if offense is the favored side on this map. I'm not quite sure. It probably isn't, but both teams exchanging some defenses around there as LA working on this offensive side again, trying to, who's going to get that offensive round now? Both teams won on defense, but now who is going to get that offense? Meat, he's going to throw some nades, throw some stuns, play for a little bit of information. LA going to play a little bit slow, but they are going to favor this A side of the map as LSC is going to find the opening kill on a Kumbaya with the nade. Meat towards the bottom. He will get shut down by Beans as stands. He's over towards Statue trying to get that trade for his teammates, but nothing will be found. So 3 versus 3 early, so both teams not really able to find much ground.
So the LA Dweebs are, I think, feeling a little bit of pressure towards A. Going to start that rotation towards B, but the side of Atlanta Days are reading this perfectly here. 2 gunfights coming down here towards the P3. LSC able to pick up a trade of her own here, able to even this up 2-2. LSC finds another player, is going to back off. Detain's able to pick up a kill. LSC able to pick up that last one as well. LA Dweebs with a great comeback round there, able to read the pressure there towards mid backup, win those gunfights, and eventually win the round there. LSC with a great 2-piece of
Yeah, a great 2-piece with the a little bit of an unexpected rechow on the Rooster, and that was a battle of the trades there, and LA came out on top. So I mean, like I said, who's going to win that offensive round? And they do. So both teams making. I mean, Atlanta read that rotation almost perfectly, but LA, they were ready. Had their guns up. They were ready for the fight. So Atlanta on the offensive side again, trying to even this up at 2 apiece, as they're going to send most of their players up towards mid, but looking like they're going to favor that A side again, but trying to play it a little bit slow, play for some information over towards mid. But LA, they're playing slow as well. Who's going to spot who first? The information is crucial as Meat's going to finally spot Beans. Kumbaya, though, he's on the other side of the map. He's going to find, towards the middle of the map, is going to find the opening kill as Beans will follow up with one as well. So early advantage in the lives for Atlanta as they're trying to even it up at 2 apiece.
Big kill out of stands there before they fall. Able to even it up a little bit better here. LSC looking to clutch a 1v2 for herself here. Bomb is going to be down towards that A side. Atlanta Days don't look too worried for it right now. They are pushing through that P1. I'm not sure if they got a spot there. They seem a little bit concerned behind them, but they're continuing to run. LSC, may or may not have seen that bomb down, not really sure. But she'll continue here as we see some just flip-flops of the map here. Bomb is going to go down towards that A side as LSC is going to have to take a retake here, win a 1v2 and get that defuse.
Yeah, trying to get that 1v2. Nope. She does have the element of surprise on her side. No players for Atlanta really know where she's at. Is she going to catch the timings that she needs? 6 over towards that backside, and well, she does not get the timings that she needs. Atlanta play that perfectly in the 2 versus 1, even it up at 2 apiece. We've got, a little bit of seesaw going on so far with teams going back and forth so far.
Yeah, just some unfortunate timing there for LSC. Honestly, you look one way or the other, you find that player, you turn that into a 1v1. But Search and Destroy just kind of happens like that. It's all about some timings and some playmakings. And if you just kind of pick wrong, you're going to be doomed there. LA Dweebs here starting off still fairly strong here. Game's going to be tied. Atlanta Dazed able to pick up the last round here. Gonna go first round and last round. Stan's able to pick up a big kill towards that middle. Another player here in NR0, but is gonna fall to detains. Rooster able to even it up just a little bit more. Is gonna be a 2v3. Is gonna see these players' legs on the site. Gonna get that player down before the bomb gets planted here. We do see a fight coming towards that mid-map. Being able to pick up one of their own. Stans looking for the reach out and the trade. Is gonna find the player. Is gonna take some shots. Is gonna see what happens here. Being on the immediate reach out is eventually going to fall, but Rooster and Stans left alone. Rooster has no idea, Stans has no idea where Rooster's at. Now sees him, able to take some shots down towards the player. Is going to see a little bit of a cross here towards mid as we're going to get a little bit of a reset here in this 1v1.
Yeah, 1 versus 1, looking like they're going to converge over towards mid, and LA is going to win that 1 versus 1 to take the lead 3-2. I mean, my goodness, Stans icing it up in the 1 versus 1. No play. I mean, both players kind of just playing for information, but they ended up converging towards this middle of the map area. So Stans locks it down, ices up in the 1 versus 1 to get that round advantage that you need. So no team really able to, win multiple rounds in a row. So I feel like whoever is going to get that dreaded back-to-back rounds is really going to get the advantage in this search and destroy.
Yeah, we've seen this a lot, I think, on Colossus, where things are just going back and forth between teams. It's really who could just crack open the nut there and get a couple extra wins. Offense does not seem to be too good for a lot of the players here. NR0 able to pick up a kill towards middle. Meat is going to get that immediate trade, but NR0 is there for their trade, able to make this a 2v3. Stan's going to win a big gunfight towards that P2. Is going to even that up, and then for a short period, but then going to be left in another 1v2 here. They were successful last time, able to pick up the first one on NR0. They are going to get spotted. Gunshots are going to be exchanged. Stans knows where that player last was, and Bean is going to take a crack at this 1v1. Rooster was not successful last time, so we'll see if Bean can clutch up the side of Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, both teams trying to clutch it up. Bean with a second chance in a 1 versus 1. Both players have a general idea of where each other are, but Bean is going to start this plant on the B site. Stan's going to work his way over towards A, but as soon as that B bomb pops, he's going to work his way over. Both players going to converge in this back area. Bean with a hop, skip, and a jump off the side wall. Shuts him down in the 1 versus 1. He redeems himself from the round before. The wall jump working to perfection. Stan's not quite ready for it. Make it 6-3 for Beans with a big win in that 1 versus 1.
Absolutely big 1v1 there. Able to tie it back up as it just looks like we're going to go to around 11 here, just back and forth, back and forth. No team, we've seen some clutch plays here, being able to pick up the 1v1 there and avoid the 1v2 clutch again from the side of Stans. So Stans the last couple rounds have been keeping LA Dweebs in it, putting up a fight at least towards these. They're going to be taking this bomb towards B. Almost saw a little bit of a stick there, able to avoid that there towards the B side. We see a little bit of presence towards middle from the side of Atlanta Dazed, but they have completely given up the B site here. Side of LA Dreams need to get this bomb down fast. We'll kind of see a couple gunshots being exchanged towards that blue side. Bomb is backing up towards P3. So we'll kind of see what happens. There is a huge flank by NR0 here. We'll see if he can catch any players off guard. We do have a player looking for it. Gunshots are being let down here. NR0 is going to get the first kill, but is going to get picked up by Detains as we're left in 3v3.
Yeah, and as soon as you say it, Rooster will find the kill onto LSC. Kumbaya will find one as well with the boomstick. So all left to Detains in a 1 versus 3. The players for Atlanta collapsing around him, but woof! A little bit of a turn on there. Bean not quite ready for it. He exhausted all his aim in that 1 versus 1. So now a 1 versus 2. Nothing is out of, nothing's out of question. We've seen crazier things happen, but he doesn't check behind him. Atlanta playing patient will shut him down. They get the advantage 4-3 in the round count, and I mean, both teams just not able to find much, Atlanta did finally win 2 rounds there, but there's still only 2 rounds in a row, but eventually someone's got to win this map, so both teams still teetering back and forth.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be the side of Atlanta Dazed 2 in a row. We haven't seen that for a few rounds here. So we'll see if that can continue here, or if the side of LA Dweebs are going to fight back and even this back up at 4-4, which we've seen the entire time. Continue here. Kumbaya looks to be bringing out the boomstick here. Brought it out last round. That is not going to protect you from the nades there. Not looking like we're using a flak jacket there, as Meat is able to pick up another nade kill. I believe that's going to be the second first blood out of him with a nade. So the side of Atlanta Dazed are going to have to win this round 3v4. LA Dweebs are on the defense, so they have to let Atlanta Dazed kind of make the first move. A site is fairly open here. I think LSC was able to spot that first player towards the A site. Meat able to pick up another kill as well. So Atlanta Dazed are going to be left in a 2v4. Looking to go towards this B site. They are both going to get spotted. So the side of LA Dweebs are going to start to rotate over and protect their teammates.
Yeah, looking to protect their teammates. They're going to fly over. They know they can win the trade battle with the double man advantage, but 2 players for LA going to fall. Now the life count is evened up. The players for LA now spread out. NR0 is going to find Detained. Now the man advantage is for Atlanta. Now into a 1 versus 1 with some trades. Bean versus Meat. He shuts him down. My goodness. LA Dweebs had the 4 versus 2 and couldn't win it. Beans with another big clutch for his team as he shuts Beans down towards the middle of the map. And my goodness, what a sequence. Atlanta on match point.
Yeah, we were talking who's going to be the team who could win 2 in a row. Atlanta Dazed one-upping us here, winning 3 in a row so far. LA Dweebs, this is your match point for the side of Atlanta Dazed. So you got to go 3 in a row. Kind of show Atlanta Dazed, if you could do it, I could do it too. They're going to be on offense here. We're seeing an A hit. It's going to get a bit aggressive here. A couple players playing towards that top. They're going to get backed off by a few studs and nades. A bomb is looking to be pretty juicy here. Bean able to pick up another kill so far at 9 and 4 on this map. The side of LA Dweebs are going to have to clutch up of their own here with a 3v4 in this round number 9.
Yeah, round number 9. Got to be perfect. Can't lose another round. Don't have the life advantage on your side, but it is do or die. With it being 5-3, Detains, he will find that kill onto Rooster, but NR0's there to trade him out. So main advantage is going to remain towards the side of Atlanta in a 3 versus 2. They're trying to work over towards this B site, but they sense a little bit too much pressure, so they're going to work their way back towards mid. But Atlanta has a player up towards that top side. But no, he will get shut down by Stan, so now the life counts even up. 2 versus 2. Bomb looking like it's going to go down on A, but 8, he's there up towards that top side. His teammate's not there to watch him, but he'll back down. Meat, though, he's going to get shut down by Kumbaya with the sniper. So now left to Stans and Meat with the double boomstick in round number 9, to shut LA down and secure the round and the map for Atlanta.
Yeah, Kumbaya pushing. Welcome back from a quick break here, right into this overload on exposure. LA Dweebs are looking to keep their hopes alive here in this map number 3. Atlanta Dazed looking to make this a quick night for us here. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be a little bit of a stalemate. Stan's going to be able to pick up that first blood. We'll see what they can do with it here.
Yeah, trying to see what they can do with it. Both teams Trying to just get map positioning before you pick that bomb up. Some more trades rolling in the feed, but LA looking like they're going to be the first team to pick up that bomb, and they do. Players for Atlanta, though, they're going to collapse around him and shut him down. NRO and Kumbaya pair up for 2. Mead eventually finds 1. Kumbaya gets a team kill, and Stans finds 1. So that's 3 players down for the side of Atlanta. LA now has a little bit of positioning. They have somewhat of control over this bomb, but Rooster, he'll shut down Meat. So LA not going to pick it up, not going to really push it towards any side of the map. They're going to look for some kills, and that's exactly what they find. 2 players will fall in the feed for Atlanta. They're going to push it over towards this B side, and no Atlanta players are there. The first score of the game going to come in for the side of LA. They're starting off hot, trying to force on map number 4.
Yeah, a good dunk there towards that solar side. Able to maintain map presence there. Meat able to pick up the last kill. Couple players here off spawn. Meat's life is eventually gonna dwindle here as the set of LA Dweebs are 3 stacked around this device. They have the first kill, being able to pick up the second one. A trade there, excuse me, for the side of Atlanta Dazed. Kumbaya and Rooster able to pick up ones of their own. That's going to be a bomb free towards this B side. We have one player here in Meat able to make something work. He's able to get 1 kill, but is going to fall. That should be a guaranteed dunk here for the side of Atlanta Dazed. Device is going to spawn on the other side of the map. We don't see anybody over there just yet. Fights are going to be coming through this solar side. NR0 able to pick up another kill towards mid. Just making the side of the LA Dweebs tweak a little bit here towards the side. Able to pick up another one is able to pick up one of his own as well. Make that 2 as the bomb is started, or the device is starting to get carried here. Unfortunate for the side of Atlanta Dazed, the LA Dweebs are here to fight. Stans and Meat picking up one of their own. Meat picking able to put another one. NR0 with a little bit of a miscue there, jumping off the map there. But the side of Atlanta Dazed still fighting here. LA Dweebs are going to take device control just a little bit. It looks like we have a bit of a situation here with the devices eventually going to get reset towards the P5 side.
Yeah, device reset towards his P5 side. Both teams over here trying to fight for it. Stands. He's there to help his teammate, but Mead eventually gets the kill. Bomb going to be picked up by the side of LA, trying to push this towards this A site. That's exactly what they're going to do. Another score for the side of LA. The counter attack working to perfection. All of Atlanta now kind of stuffed in the back of their spawn. If you're LA and you play this right, you can change some scores together. You have the positioning, you have the bomb control, but Atlanta's trying to push their way out. Bean working his way towards this little mid cut from P2. He'll shut down Meat. NRO found one as well, but Stans eventually shuts Bean down. So LA, they're trying to chain some points together with Stans finding a couple kills. So last one remaining not off spawn is going to be Rooster. So LA not really able to get as much control as they probably would have liked to get, as the bomb's still down over towards this middle of the map. 2 players for Atlanta are going to fall, so LA again just trying to fight for this positioning before they pick up the bomb. Both teams kind of playing a little bit patient.
This is what we see from the side of Overload. You got to be patient. You can't just be picking up the device and running it through. Stans able to pick up 1 before they fall with the pistol, and R0 able to pick up 2, but is easily going to get traded out here. LSC able to finesse her life here a little bit. Pick up the bomb, or pick up the device. We're going to see a rotation over towards this A side. Important gunshots coming in. They are going to miss. LSC able to get a dunk of her own. That's going to be 3-1 LA Dweeb so far. We got a minute left. Bomb's going to be, I keep saying bomb. Device is going to be towards that Overload side, or the solar side. We do have one player here in Rooster. Is going to be here a bit before everybody else, but Stan's going to sneak through the defense of the Atlanta Dazed and able to get through there, as Rooster's going to be last alive up here towards front. As we're going to see a little bit of a fight here. Rooster able to get away with her life, and as Bean is able to come in and pick up a few kills. Rooster with the help on that last one. There are going to be no players here, so it's going to be Atlanta Dazed 2, LA Dweebs 3. We got about 30 seconds left. We see some kills coming down here for the side of LA Dweebs, but some team kills are unfortunately going to fall through. Device is spawning towards that P5 side, so LA Dweebs have a little bit of a man advantage here. 2 important kills are going to go down in their spawn, so we'll see what the LA Dweebs decide to do here. Bomb's going to get picked up by Atlanta Dazed, but is eventually going to trade hands.
Yeah. Device trading hands back and forth. Bean's going to find one. Meat will eventually shut him down. So that is going to be the half. LA up by 1, 3-2 going into the half, so team's gonna flip sides. No one really able to gain much of an advantage, but I like what I'm seeing out of LA. They're down 2-0, but they're not giving up. They're trying to force that map number 4. They're taking it a map at a time, so I like what I'm seeing. out of the patience from LA and Atlanta, to be quite honest with you. Both these teams playing this game mode pretty well. They're playing patient, they're playing their picks, they're playing, they're playing for kills, they get the positioning they know they have, so they push the bomb up. So what you might see out of some teams is they kind of grab the bomb willy-nilly and run it wherever they try, wherever they can, but both teams playing it quite well. As we're going to flip sides and go for an even more interesting second half.
Yeah, typically the Atlanta Dazed side for the first half was normally what people are considering the better half, I believe, on this map. So to come away down one on the better side is going to be a little rough. We do see LA Dweebs 3 big kills here, make that the 4th there on Rooster with Detains pulling out the knife and getting a little bit of a slasher here. LA Dweebs are looking to get towards this B side. Kills coming through for Kumbaya, but Bean and Meat are able to trade some of their own. Stan's going to be last player here, able to pick up one, not able to pick up that last towards Bean. Bean is taking an outer route that I'm not going to
Yeah,
say anything about the settings being wrong on this one, but side of LA Dweebs are going to take advantage of that and get that device pulled towards middle. A little bit of a bean boozle here as this player is going to be going towards that P3 side. Able to pick up those kills as well, as we are going to see another dunk here for the side of LA Dweebs.
Yeah, LA Dweebs getting that 2-point advantage, and I mean, like you said, the setting's supposed to be when you run out of the map with it, it goes out wherever, on the edge of wherever you ran out, but it happens. Settings get messed up. The bomb got reset towards the middle, worked in the favor towards LA. So now the bomb going to spawn up over towards this little P2 to mid cut. Some trades going in the feed. Stands will find one. Meat will fall. LSC, she's over here trying to just get some positioning, some kills for her team, but more trades. Gonna roll in the feed is Atlanta. They're gonna pick up the bomb. They're trying to make a little bit of a comeback here, try and close this one out early. But LA, the defense is on. How are they gonna set up this defense knowing that Atlanta, they're trying to push over towards this A side, over towards bottom ring. So NR0's here for the defense. Kumbaya with the bomb in hand. He's gonna run it. He might, and yes, he will score it. Meat will find a couple kills. Sands will find one, but it's a little too late. Too little, too late. The score is in, but LA, you were up by 2, so you're still up. Device gonna spawn up over towards that P5. So LA, you're up by 1. Not too comfortable as Atlanta. They're already set up over towards this device.
Yeah, it looked like Atlanta there. If they would have just pulled, they had kind of free there. Obviously, they can't see the mini map that we can, but Atlanta Dazed looking to go towards this A site here. Stands with a big 2-piece before falling to Kumbaya there. Looking to just play their life. Last player going to be here. Kumbaya is going to get picked up. Device is going to get picked up by the LA Dweebs as well as they start to hit this rotation towards this P5 side. Shots coming down from the side of Atlanta Dazed are going to shut down the LA Dweebs push. The device is going to practically reset here towards this P5. Meat is going to be in the blender towards this side. Stands with another 2-piece before falling. NR0 looking to make the trip here with the side of Bean. NR0 able to pick up 2. Bean able to pick up 1. NR0 pick up that 3rd as well. We do see some aggression towards the spawn already. We do have one player making the cut here. Stun is going to fall and affect this player. Stands looking to be the one to make the push. Is not going to be successful there. As the side Atlanta Dazed are able to tie it up with 1:45. They have ring control here as well. So the side of the LA Dweebs are going to have to take a route to get towards middle, but Atlanta Dazed can make an easy transition here to another score.
Yeah, Atlanta is icing up. The defense for LA just falling apart as we watch. Rooster will find the kill onto Meat, but Stands, he'll pair up for a couple. Detains, he'll get shut down by Kumbaya. So the device over towards P5, so not pushed up too far, but for LA, you are not living comfortable at all. Some more kills rolling in the feed courtesy of Stands, but eventually gets shut down by NR0. So bomb gonna reset because no one picked it up, so it's gonna spawn up towards mid. A big fight for positioning over here towards mid as LA, they're gonna pick it up and try and move back, but Rooster, he's there to push, he's here on the flank to push them down. Some more trades rolling in the feed. Stands will find 2 to win the trade battle, so bomb kind of sort of in the possession of LA. They have a little bit of positioning, but Atlanta, they're spawning up quick, running towards the middle of this map. No team able to find too much of an advantage on the map. 40 seconds remaining. It's about to get mixing.
Yeah, we will have an overtime here if someone decides to pick the device up, and it turns into sudden death if nobody has the device control after this timer. 25 seconds here. Trades are back and forth. Side of LA Dweebs looking with 20, kind of looking like they're just trying to set up here for a sudden death. 15 left on the clock. We'll see what happens here. Meat with a team kill on Detains. LSC able to pick up a kill of her own. Meat looking to make that up there with a kill with the gun here. Looking to get forward. Able to pick up a kill towards that default box. Looking to make an aggression. We see that bomb or the device going towards that B side. We do see Meat able to pick up another one. Is he able to provide a little bit more front here for his team? He is not. That goes right into sudden death. It's going to be a 3-2 as we get the device dunked by LA Dweebs. And they're able to secure map number 3. We will be going to an exposure hardpoint here.
I mean, talk about a buzzer beater right at the end of the shot clock. LA ice it up to force a map number 4. I mean, woof. That is an absolute heartbreaker if you're Atlanta. You are seconds from forcing overtime. LA and Atlanta, they're fighting. They're going at it. Not going to go home early quite yet. LA Dweebs, Atlanta Dazed, LA trying to force a map number 5 and go for the reverse sweep, but here we go. That P1 is popping, and we're popping hot. Beans is going to find the opening kill onto LSE, but LA, they're going to start themselves on that time, get a couple seconds, so both teams trying to fight for some positioning, some kills rolling in for the side of Atlanta, but more trades going to come in, so Atlanta's going to find themselves with some early time. Stands though, he shuts that down, NRO with the trade, so no team really able to get much time on this hill, but Atlanta, they're going to find themselves on it with a little bit of map positioning towards that mid side.
We see Bean already dedicating a lot of time over here towards this P2. Atlanta Dazed able to pick up a lot of the P1 time with only 3 players here as well. So LA Dweebs, they're going to need to get a kill. They're going to need to get Bean off a tank here on this P2. They have spotted him multiple times. They know that he's over here. They're still trying to fight through this P1. As the side of Atlanta Dazed, there's only one player where their Bean eventually is going to fall. So the side of LA Dweebs are going to be in P2 first. It's going to get a little bit mixy here. Detains a little bit of a flank here, but Kumbaya is going to pick that up after picking up a great 2-piece. It's going to fall. We see a 1v1 left here on time with a couple players towards that outer side. Back and forth still here. A couple fights going down. Detain's going to be the last player up towards LA Dweebs as he's just waiting for reinforcements. Nobody in the hill quite yet. LA Dweebs still down by a little bit here. Are going to be the first to touch the time in quite a while, but the side of Atlanta Dazed just waiting to hit through that mid.
Yeah, just waiting to hit to that mid. They're going to find those opening 2 kills, make it 3. 2 going to be the last player standing, but LA, they're spawning pretty close on that solar side. LSC will shut down NR0 on that top solar, but Rooster will pair up for a couple. Bean will find one as well. Detains eventually shuts Rooster down, but Atlanta is on the hill. 12 seconds remaining, looking like it's going to go their way, but LA is on the rotation. They have the spawns for this P3, one winning a big fight on that little mid long haul area, so looking to try and get this hill and trying to prevent Atlanta from chaining too much time together. They're going to work their way through this back. Bean, he's in the back. All of Atlanta flanking towards that back side. LA now funneled inside this hill. Atlanta pinching them in. LSC will find one. Meat's going to find another. Bean and Rooster will pair up for 2 as well. So some trades rolling in the feed. Atlanta going to find themselves some time. The contest coming in though. Detain shuts Bean down. Too many Atlanta players are on the hill. No one able to find too much time, but Atlanta still maintaining a good about 40-point lead.
P3 has been nothing but back and forth so far as we're seeing flanks develop for the side of LA Dweebs. We're going to see number 3 there in Detain start to hit this rotation towards middle. Is going to wrap back to time, see if they can get anything out of here. Is going to be able to pick up one and hit towards under. Kumbaya able to read this, pick up the kill as well. Side of LA Dweebs are all spawning out now. We do see a route being taken towards that solar side. We'll see the side of Atlanta Dweebs are able to pick that up, but the rest of these players are going to be floating through mid. Kumbaya able to spot a player to Meat. Not able to get that kill. LA Dweebs have 3 players towards mid, but you're just spawning Atlanta Dazed on that time as they're able to get back on that. Fight coming through mid here. Being able to pick up one of his own before getting traded on time. Side of LA Dweebs are going to be in control for now, but we're going to see a quick contest coming out. Meat, big kill, number 1. Not able to pick up the second one as well. Kumbaya with a great big 2-piece of his own. Can he make that 3? They cannot. Detains is fighting for his team. LA Dweebs so far keeping this a back and forth hard point. Spawns are eventually going to come out for the side of Atlanta Dazed, so a pinch is going to develop eventually. You got to deal with these players in the back. We have some players hunting. Contest is going to come in quickly. But the side of LA Dweebs so far have been in control of this point until I say something, and then they will no longer be in control of the point.
Yeah, Atlanta collapsed their way in. LA spawning out. Not going to lose too much time. Last 15 seconds going to go the way towards Atlanta, but those are big in the retrospect of things. Atlanta up by about 50 points. LA, though, they're on the hill. No one for Atlanta is really anywhere near, but 7 is on the flank in their spawn undetected. They finally turn around, but 3 players will fall in the feed for the side of LA, so the break works to perfection for the side of Atlanta. LA not able to find virtually any time on that rotation. You committed so much to it, and you got nothing out of it. Atlanta still on the time. Beans finds 1. Kumbaya will find another 2-piece. The time contested, but Detains will fall. Make it 3 for Kumbaya. 30 seconds remaining on this hill. The lead ever growing, ever faster. No players for LA anywhere near this hill. The last 20 seconds looking like it might go the way towards Atlanta, but as I say it, Detain shuts Beans down on the hill. The time contested once again, but Atlanta, they are just overruling and overpowering the defensive side of this LA team. No one for LA able to get anywhere near the hill, so going into this second set of rotations, if you're LA, you're not down too far. You're not out of the woods, or not out of the picture yet, so you got to try and ice up, try and find anything in this second set.
I mean, it's just so devastating to lose a couple back-to-back hills like the P3 and P4 that we saw with it, you know, between these teams. Atlanta Dazed just seemed to always have that extra player there. P5 was very successful outside of Atlanta Dazed as well. P1's always going to be a little bit mixy. Side of LA Dweebs have been in control for some part of it, but nothing to really take up a lot of time here. P2, we're going to see Bean, who other than Bean here on the tank already. This dude rotates at 60 seconds on this hill, and I absolutely love it. Side of LA Dweebs cannot get through. Finally get through on that P1. Going to pick up a little bit of the scrap. But again, Atlanta Dazed already here. We have 2 players here. 1 and Bean going to be able to catch at least 1 player off guard. Rooster pick one of his own. Being able to pick up another here, and Atlanta Dazed are going to be set up for this P2.
Yeah, Atlanta just, sometimes they'll rotate, sometimes they won't and just get the break, but whatever they're doing, it is working. The lead more than doubled at this point, up by over 80 points. No one for LA is anywhere near the hill, trying to work their way through mid with 2 players, but not really able to find much. Meat will find 1, but some trades gonna roll in the feed with NR0 finally finding 2 to get that advantage their way. Detain slides out on the hill, finds 1, but immediately gets traded out. LSC towards that bottom solar, trying to find something. NR0 says, run out of ammo with the AR, I'll do it with the pistol. From 20 miles away, reloads and finds another. So NR0 on the 5 spree, trying to secure a glide bomb for his team. That would be the backbreaker. But up by over 100 points now, 12 seconds remaining on this hill, and Atlanta is on the rotation. Rooster, he is on that old time. I thought he was over towards new, but no. But all 3 of his teammates are on that hill. He's slowly going to migrate his way over as well. But LA, I mean, they're just getting spawned out. They're getting pushed out, and nothing is working for them.
Yeah, Atlanta Dazed cannot win here. We'll have to see at least another hill. LA Dweebs looking to hit through the bottom. NR0 is going to fall by the hands of Stan. Meat able to pick up 1 towards that back. We do see a pinch coming down here. Stan's able to pick up 1 towards that top. Kumbaya holding their ground here. 36-12 so far on a 5 streak. Looking towards that front as well. Able to pick up another kill. Not able to pick up the 3rd towards that window as we do see LA Dweebs finally break in, but NR0 here to make a statement. Have 1 last player here in Stan's. Able to pick up a few kills. Spawns are getting a little bit mixy here. Atlanta Dazed spawning towards middle. They're going to give up the rest of this time. LA Dweebs are going to have the rest of this P3, but we need to get a rotation towards P4. But the side of Atlanta Dazed are already set up.
Yeah, they're already set up for it. At this point, if you're LA, don't get 100 point clubbed. Might be the goal before you try and mount any sort of comeback. Atlanta in the spawn. Kumbaya with the gun and the nade. He says, I can do it all. Whatever you can do, I can do better. All 4 players gonna die and spawn out for the side of LA. 35 seconds. Make it 30 seconds left for the victory for Atlanta. All the players for LA falling around. Kumbaya finds 1, Beans finds 1, Meat jumps in, he will fall. Detains finally finds 1, but he gets shut down. So the players continuing to spawn out. 20 seconds left for the victory if you're Atlanta. Absolutely dominating, absolutely slamming No one for Atlanta or LA can find their way in, but they eventually do. LSE and Meat find a couple. Beans, no. He will shut them both down. They can still win on this hill. You gotta hit the rotation now. You can't win it anymore. Atlanta's gotta rotate. It's gonna take one more hill, but they are there. No one for LA is anywhere near it because, I mean, you need 9 seconds. You gotta chow every second.
Yeah, so to LA Dweebs, you're going to have to break quick here. 5 seconds for the win on Atlanta Dazed. The last P5 was absolutely perfect here, being able to pick up 2. And that is going to be the end of the game here. Atlanta Dazed able to win in 4. Not quite the 3-0 that they're probably expecting after maps 1 and 2. But a very dominant exposure hard point here for the side of Atlanta Dazed in this bronze division here. It's going to wrap up the night here. In a 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. I mean, Kumbaya 44 and 17.